Hello, class. I wanted to point out a few things before you move into posting for week 3 discussion. Since there will be two, I wanted to share with you ways for you to understand what is required for your discussion. So when you go into your week 2, you can click an overview and it tells you everything, the activities for the week and the due dates, the format that it is, if it's a quiz or an assignment, and how many points it's worth. But if you click on discussion, because this is where I'm seeing an area of concern, and I listed this concern area before. So I wasn't sure if you understand where to go to make sure you know that you're posting the correct information. So it tells you here when you click discussion, these are the things you need to consider when you're posting this. So you need to make sure you address the following. So all of these things have to be presented in your discussion post when I go to grade. So if any of this is missing, then your grade is going to be reduced, and it starts out with point, a half of a point reduction just initially starting out. So a lot of you were listing your scores, but you wasn't listing your level usage. And then if you were doing that, you wasn't listing right here where it says the 3 to 5 sentences in order to provide a complete picture. Some of your sentences were 2 sentences or was combining both of the patterns together. So please pay close attention to this requirement when you are getting ready to post your discussion. Now, I am seeing that you are meeting the 250 words for your post and the 50 for peer responses. So I'm not having an issue with that, which I'm very glad to see that. So let's look at week 3 to jump ahead. So we go to week 3, we have our overview here, and it tells you that you're going to have 2 discussions for this week in a journal. So these 2 discussions are due on Thursday. You still have to have both turned in by Thursday. So when you go to them, they both have specific things that each one requires you to do. So here on the first one, it wants you to do reflection. Make sure you address what person you picked to interview. List your scores to remind us as we're reading to see how they connect to you. And then also provide the examples that demonstrate the interaction you have with that person. So in past classes, I've noticed student has listed what they thought about the person. They did the assignment exactly like their assignment in week 2, but you have to do this last part to show the connection of how those learning patterns reflect when you two, your relationship or your interaction. So make sure that you do that and not just provide information on what was their post. So here again, it tells you the things you need to remember. And then when you go into your second one, your discussion has to be 4 things. So your discussion 2 has to have 4 parts. So make sure you're paying attention to it. You're going to have the readers in the story. There's 4 of them. You need to read about them, provide information. Here's the part that I see missing: the 2 reading strategies and 2 writing strategies, not or, and. So you need to provide 2 for each. Okay, and explain how you take action with these strategies, and then you do your peer responses. Any questions, please feel free to email me. Thank you.